All right, welcome back. Two Bros, Two Perspective Podcast. Some JJ.
And I'm Steven.
Hey. All right, we're back. So we took a week off. That's my fault. That's on me. Um, Last Sunday, garage was full of stuff in here. Sink, lights, table, paint, all this crap that I had to do around here this week.
Okay, it's all good.
Yeah.
No worries.
So we got better lighting.
Okay.
I don't know if you could tell, but better lighting in here.
Yeah, I could tell. Nice and bright.
Yeah. So that was my week doing stuff around the house, and it made me think about something.
All right.
So the sink was my first project. Pulled out the sink, had the new sink, same size. It was just coming from two drains to one drain, right? And I kind of had an idea how to do it, right?
Okay.
But I looked on YouTube just to get little tips. So of course, they make it look so easy, right? Just pull it out, put the new one in, tap it in, put the clips, run the line, and boom, turns on, everything's good. It made me think because the sink didn't fit right at first. I had to do a lot of adjustments. And then the water line, this house needed to be updated, certain things. And the water line had like a little nipple on it, so the new sink line didn't fit.
Okay.
So I had to run to Home Depot for that. Twice for that. So then the drain. And I thought the drain was going to give me the problem, right? Going from 2 to 1. Sounds easy, but in my head, I'm like, how is this going to work? When we went to go to the sink, I bought the kit and a couple little extra parts because I've done it before and it's kind of giving me hell. So I get in there and nothing would fit. Nothing would connect, and then the turn was too wide, and so I went back to home. I went to Home Depot 5 times for that damn sink.
Damn.
Right?
Same day?
Yeah.
Shit.
So at the end, I was like, the last time I went, it was 9 o'clock. They closed at 10. I said, I'm just gonna grab all these kits and all these angles and 90 degrees and 45 degrees and just fucking get it all because they close at 10. So it made me think. I should do like videos of regular dude fixing shit, right? Because have you gone to YouTube to look up how to fix something or like some tips or something? They got all the pieces, all the tools, all the parts, and it's like 20 minutes, boom, done. But what about a regular guy that didn't have everything and run to Home Depot 5 times for one project?
Yeah, I'm sure they got something out there that
you know what I mean? So then the light, go get the light or whatever, and it's here and everything's ready to go. I think everything's ready to go. Open it up, shit's broke.
Oh shit.
They don't show that on the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So I go back to Home Depot the next day. So anyways, I was thinking like, man, maybe I should just do something like that. Like, you know what? It's just broke. It happens. I guess I gotta go back to Home Depot or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? But it's just a thought. It was.
Now, would it be comical videos?
Something like that. You know what I mean? I even thought about doing one like fixing the car. Like let's say change the oil and the cameras turn the other way, but I'm explaining everything, and some shit like that.
Hey, different idea.
I guess I got the YouTube bug or something, like
hey,
just want to be on
gotta find your niche.
Yeah, something. But it was a lot of work.
By yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. Helped? Tony helped me do a couple things, but for the most part, it was by myself. I think growing up, I was like the helper for everything, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't like it, but I guess that's how I kind of know how to figure things out. But I didn't want to do that to them. Like Tony was busy, the kids were in school.
Well, it's not a bad thing because I don't know how to work on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask you, do you do like stuff like that?
Nah. I don't know how to work on a car.
Yeah.
I could change the oil, change the tires, shit like that. But water pumps, fuel pumps, all that. How much?
Yeah. Oh no, I got tired of doing all that. I mean, me. I grew up working on the cars. I was, like I said, I was always the go-to helper or whatever, fixing the sinks or whatever. But I used to do that, right? To say, fuck it, I'm gonna call somebody. I would have paid somebody to do the light or put in the sink. But I was like, you know what?
Well,
I get tired
I
of
mean,
paying people.
a lot of it is that I just ain't got 3, 4, 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's planned out, a project
Yeah.
like that you did with the sink and shit, yeah, that's different. But if my fuel pump or something, knock on wood,
Yeah.
you know, goes out, I can't miss work the next day,
Yeah.
spend 3 or 4 hours to do it. So
I just got tired of paying people to do it, you know, and I see.
yeah, it sucks because you know you're paying more than what it
And
be.
I see them do
But,
it a lot, so I was like, man, I can do that, you know. So,
but for me, man, you know, time is more valuable.
but I took 2 days off,
You know, damn.
and like the sink was supposed to be easy job, so Monday evenings were off, so we went to go do a couple things, came home. I was like, I'm gonna knock out this sink real quick.
Yeah.
Turned from, I think I started like at 4, and my last trip to Home Depot was at 9, so I didn't finish till like 10:30, you know. So the little 2-hour job turned into all evening type of job.
So let me just clarify for myself. Maybe they caught. So you're replacing the whole sink. You took it
Well,
out
not
where
the-
there's just
The whole-
squares
yeah,
in the.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's the sink, the handles, and all the draining shit underneath.
So what was the reason for that? Just because.
Update.
Okay.
Just updating stuff.
Sinks don't go bad, right?
I mean, they can, but
This was just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's an
Nothing wrong
older
with that.
sink, something that Cynthia wants to start doing is doing a lot of updates to the house.
Hey, no, there you go.
Yeah, so it's that time, and so yeah, I took 2 days off and knocked it all out. It was a bitch, but you know,
Yeah.
I need, like you said, where's the time? So like, you know, I'm gonna take 2 days off, and one thing that I didn't get to do, Nick's Jeep was kind of messed the heater core, and he was running cold. You know, it wasn't getting hot, and so I looked on YouTube for that shit, and it's a big job. You got to pull the dash out. There's a bracket. You got to cut in half and cut it right certain way so you can put it back and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I can do it. But Cynthia's like, nah, you're too busy, fool. Like, we'll take it. I hated taking that to somebody to get fixed, but we had to because he didn't have no heater.
Yeah. And that's the thing too is I got a lot of tools,
Yeah.
but not mechanical
Not
tools.
that kind of tools. Yeah.
So I ain't trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. I ain't trying to go to O'Reilly's 5 times in one day.
But when you go,
You know what I'm saying?
for me, when I go to Home Depot, I always pick a little something. Like I get another wrench or another drill bit or something like that. So, make it worth going, I guess.
Yeah. I had a mobile mechanic,
Yeah.
Johnny, holla at me. You know why?
That's cool.
You know, he come to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he been out of pocket lately, so I got to figure it out, knock on wood, that I don't need a mechanic anytime soon.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
But Johnny, holla at me. Got some work for you, man.
Yeah.
So
how was your week? You were kind of...
you know, same old shit. You know, I ended up in the emergency room.
Yeah.
You know, but it's all good. Nothing major. Got to check that out. You know, a little inflammation in some places, and you know, it takes a lot for me to go to the doctor, ER. Shit, I don't think I've been to the doctor like 4 or 5 years.
Maybe that's the problem.
You know? But you know, even that day, I'm like, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, it used to be easy. I had a doctor, Dr. Lou. He retired. You go to him, you walk in, you get your blood work, get your X-rays, see your doc, everything, one-stop shop. Now you go to the doctor, you pay your $50 copay. They take your blood pressure and say, okay, well, go see this person.
Yeah.
And go see that. By the time you know, 4 or 5 different places, a couple $100 to say, oh, you're fine. You know what I mean? So, you know, I look at it both ways. Obviously, we got to go to the doctor in case something's wrong with you. But I always leave the doctor feeling hustled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what all this stuff with that Luigi do, you know. Something happened with that, and he felt some type of way, and, you know, shit gets denied. Like you said, you feel like you get to run around sometimes.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a whole
Oh, you
other
talking about
topic.
that dude that shot that pharmaceutical?
Yeah. No, he was a CEO of one of the big healthcare companies.
Yeah. So.
But, you know, this is something that a lot of people deal with on a day-to-day, you know.
Other than that, you know, high school baseball time. So Stevie had tryouts all week, so I went and checked out a couple days on that. You know, he's made it so far. You know, they've had a cut or two, so hopefully he makes it.
Hope so. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah, you know, but you never know. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah,
so Still got to work it like any other tribe. You know what I mean? Don't take them for granted. But just busy week.
We
You
had
know,
a
same
lot.
old
We had a
shit.
lot going on since last time we recorded. We had TikTok went out for what
TikTok.
12 hours, something like that.
I had no clue.
Yeah,
I don't do TikTok.
yeah,
Well, actually, the kids were talking about it.
yeah. It
Oh,
was
where's
it
my
was it was
TikTok?
crazy. Not crazy, but I mean, it was like, what do we do now? And there was a lot of videos talking about, TikTok's out. The house was clean because the wife wasn't doing TikTok and dinner's
Well,
made.
I didn't realize it was that much of a craze, to be honest.
I think it is like what I use it for is this. Um, I was busy this week, so I didn't really post nothing, but I use it for information, like food or I don't really use it for news because then once you start with that, then you get all kinds of crazy. It like goes with what you search, right? So let's say I search how to install a sink instead of YouTube. If I'm on TikTok, then all my videos would be about home sinks and shit like that, right? So I use it for like informational stuff, and but a lot of it is entertainment. For me, it's like
Yeah.
entertainment, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you go to Google or something for
It's not the
information?
same because it's short videos, like the shorts on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But I see it as entertainment.
that's what I use it for mainly is entertainment. Yeah,
And, I mean, is it really?
it can be addicting.
No, I'm saying, but is it really informative? It's entertainment.
It could be no, it can be informative though. Like I said, I get a lot of my meal videos from there, my meal
Oh, I'm
ideas from there.
thinking like news.
You
What's
can,
going on?
yeah. But like I said, it can be biased. Like I said, if let's say you search this Luigi guy, right? If you were to search him, what did Luigi, whatever his last name, do, right? So it'll give you a video of what he did, break down what happened and why, and then your whole videos are just that for a while, right? So I try to keep it mostly entertainment, but I do get some good information from there,
I got you. Yeah, I've never before people could send it to me and I could click on it and see that one video,
though. Uh-huh.
and then it asked me to sign up. But now I
Like
can't even
sports,
do that. Yeah.
sports. Instead of watching the whole 8 minutes of Sports Center clip or something, you get in like in 1 minute of whole breakdown. So it's like quick news, quick information, and entertainment. So, but I
Okay.
know a lot of people, like what I said before, was they made money off of it.
Yeah.
They monetize it. They had videos that I guess once you get a certain amount of viewers or whatever, or likes or whatever, then you start making money.
Yeah, I get that aspect, but I mean the reasons they want to ban kind of take precedence over that.
But again, Google does that too.
No,
YouTube
no, no,
does that
no, no.
too.
But do you
It's
know
not just
why
TikTok.
they want to ban it?
Yeah, because it was from they're supposedly spying on us and getting information and things
Yeah, but
like
not
that.
that. Like they said, you sign up and you put all your information, and the owner controls all that information, right?
Hmm.
Well, the owner of TikTok is what? From China.
Right.
Facebook, all that. Zuckerberg, they're Americans. Americans. Not saying that shit can happen like that,
Yeah.
but we're just freely giving all our information to China. When China doesn't even, they have a ban on TikTok. Their own people can't even use TikTok. So that's the big thing. Not that, oh, we can be spied on, it's that the owner of this app that we're giving all our information to has access
So
to,
then why did they want to save it then?
I don't know. I
So
mean,
that's the part
I'm a
that
big Trump supporter.
that's
I
the part
don't
that
get
didn't
it.
make sense.
He was against it.
Yeah.
Now he's for it. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's the reasons they wanted to
yeah.
ban it. And even against Trump, like somebody put it like this: I like Trump, but it doesn't mean everything he does I'm gonna like.
Right.
Like going to a restaurant, you don't like everything on the menu, so I don't get that either.
Yeah, that's what
You know?
I'm not
Yeah.
banging on him or nothing, but that's the part I didn't get. Like, I see your point, right? But then again, what information are you giving them?
I don't know. I don't sign up for those things.
Okay, so I signed up, right? I didn't give them none of my credit. Maybe if we start making money on this, I will. But from what I understand, is it gets paid through PayPal, so they don't really go to your bank account, right? And PayPal, I believe, is an American company, so it's like there's always a middleman in between. but a regular person, what are they gonna get from me?
I mean, it may not be you they're trying to get.
That's what I mean. So
You know what I
that's
mean?
like that's how a lot of people look at
Yeah.
it. Like
But there's a
I'm
lot
just
of
a regular person.
scams out there. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? A lot of fraud. I mean, shit, I've been a victim of that shit myself.
yeah,
Got
recently,
scammed
right? Like last year or
thousands of
something.
dollars.
Yeah.
You know, and I never thought I would. I was, if I heard my story from somebody else, I'd be like, you fucking dumbass.
But like me,
You know what I mean?
or you did you send it to a Nigerian prince or something like that?
Nah, fuck it. Don't.
Anyway, but anyway, there's
Man.
like you said, there's a lot of scams, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes after the fact, you think, man, I was stupid for doing that shit. You know, Nikki fell for one time, right? But he had like $1 in his account. And somebody tried to
Shit.
order like $80 worth of pizza. And good thing he didn't have it, right? But he's like, hey, somebody tried to order the bank sent me email or text saying, did I order $80 worth of pizza? And it got declined because they only had $1 in his account.
Shit. Hey, my shit didn't get me declined, man.
Right.
They got me pretty bad.
I think Tony got scammed one time too for a couple hundred, you know. But like you said, after the fact, you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
No, even while I'm doing it, I was like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
man, it's bad.
So
you
then,
know.
you know, so that's where I was like, I get the premise behind it, but why was it so eager to turn it around, right? And the thing that I see it is, we can go into a whole new thing about this, but another thing that happened was Trump, right? Came in office, so we can kind of transition to that. The day before, it was Sunday, he got inaugurated on Monday. I was going to send you a screenshot, right? It said, and the gist of the message was, thanks to Trump's efforts, he saved TikTok or blah, 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 whatever. That was the gist of it, right? Thank you to President Trump. He wasn't president yet. So there was no way he made an executive order to save it, right? So we're talking about China and maybe North Korea. The way they control their people is through propaganda, right? Because like you said, they don't really have social media over there. I think China does, but it's limited, right? North Korea doesn't have shit. All they know is that what the government tells them about what's going on, was propaganda. So the way I saw it was, and I was going back and forth with Cynthia because she was like, Trump saved us. He can't save it because he's not in office, right? So to me, that was kind of like propaganda. And that's where, when you look who was at the inauguration, right? You have all the big people, not in government, but the richest people in the world, right, were there. Which, that's who he rolls with, whatever, you know. And before Trump, years ago, I would read stuff on New World Order, right? And those are the people who run it, like the richest people in the world. It just makes you think, you know.
Well,
like I said,
the
conspiracy
real
theories and all
people
that.
running it, you ain't gonna see them.
No, but
So the people you see are not running shit. You know, yeah, they
know.
got the money, but there's big people behind all this shit that you would never see, never know.
But partly, yeah,
Nah.
but
Now, to go to your point about how did Trump save TikTok and the propaganda, look how much stuff got in. It's his presence. They want to make sure they appease him before he goes into office and can do something. Look at Zuckerberg, fucking Mar-a-Lago hanging out.
Yeah.
He hated Trump, but he's got to get down before Trump comes into office. So they knew Trump is going to want this when he comes in. Let's just fucking do it now. You know what I mean? So his presence alone, you know, look at all these foreign countries already falling in line. Trudeau from fucking Canada resigning because they're preparing. His presence of him coming back is enough to say, I'm going to get down right now and not wait for him to make the decision when he's president. You know what I mean? And it'd be worse. So after the election, Biden and Kamala Harris disappeared. Joe Biden vacationing.
Yeah.
Kamala was nowhere to be found. So this last month, Trump has been running the country. Not officially, but the world and even Democrats are already starting to fall suit.
Well, they have to work on the transition. You know, it's not.
No, not
easy,
even
like,
just the transition, but going against their own people, their own Democrats. Like all the shit they defended Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and went at Trump. Now they're agreeing.
Well, I
Oh,
think,
Trump was
like
right.
you said, part of it is falling in line. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we
But-
talked. I think I mentioned a couple of times before. You politicians sell out in one way or another. They're going to sell out to appease whoever's in office, or the ones that don't sell out are very disliked.
You know,
You know,
so
or maybe don't move up or get the positions they want because they're not selling out.
so his presence alone of oh shit, we got a week. Let's make it happen. You know, he's getting rid of a lot of bullshit out there too. You know, like FEMA. You know, he said they do a horrible job, and they do. They go to these places and they don't even know how to get up the fucking mountain with supplies. And he's like, local people that know this area can do a better job than them. So why are they pushing you out to the side and failing? You know what I mean? So just a lot of government jobs out there that he's getting rid of.
Part of it is federal versus state. You know, that's like with this this mass deportation stuff and what they're trying to do. It's a federal versus state, because you know he called for these mass deportations or whatever. He changed the rules where ICE can just go into schools and churches where before they couldn't. Right? It was against federal law that there were certain places they couldn't go. Right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But now it's like a free for all. He let that go, and they're showing up at elementary schools.
I haven't seen nothing.
They
Could be
have.
propaganda.
No, they have showed up in elementary schools. There've been reports of it, even from the city governments, from Chicago, and I'm not sure California, but I know Chicago and New Jersey. The governors have come on and said that, you know, and
Hey, it is what it is.
if they're looking for criminals, what's the point of going to school, right?
Because sometimes to get these criminals to poke their heads, hey, you gonna come pick up your kids?
See, that's entrapment.
Nah, how's it entrapment when they're here illegally?
Still, there's certain ways of doing things. You just can't.
Hey,
the federal
there's certain
government
ways
just
to
can't-
come into this country too.
Yeah.
So, hey, you're here illegally? Fuck it. You put your own kids in jeopardy. I remember there was a story a couple years ago. There was a guy, the Border Patrol was trying to keep him from swimming over. He had his 2 or 3 at the most, daughter. Rough ass waters. Fucking put her on his back, try to swim across. Baby dies. He makes it. Blaming the USA for, our border laws. Is this country to blame when this guy chose to put his daughter on his back and try to swim across the river?
But there could have been more to that, because part of what's going on right now is like asylum seekers, right? And the way it used to be, well, I don't know if this process has changed, but when you ask for asylum, they don't really put you up anywhere, but you're on a waiting list, and who knows how long the waiting list is. You're not really protected, but you're known of, right? And the reason people request asylum is because they can't be over there, and of course, they have to be investigated, not just like, oh, they want my family killed, I need asylum. They investigate it and they do the due diligence or whatever, right? That could have been one of those. You don't know, right? You're right. It's not the U.S. fault that his daughter drowned. He made that choice to
No
come over.
matter the situation, he chose to put that little girl on his back.
No, you're right. You're right.
But the last 4 years hasn't been asylum seekers. You know what I'm saying? Immigration, we both know people that came over illegally back in the day and today, it's 2 different things, man.
Why is it
You know what I mean? Huh?
Why is it different?
Because the border's wide open. You got I mean, we don't know who's coming in.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the difference. You know, the people we know, most of most of them came here looking for their family. You know, to make a better life for their families. And we grew up around them. We knew them, some family, and that's what they did. But these days, you got people just coming, running from their country. You know, like Trump said, Venezuela and El Salvador, their crime rate's the lowest it's ever been, and ours is high. Why is that? Because all their bad people are coming over here. You know what I mean? So it's not about his Mexican immigrants coming over here.
Right.
That's not this. That's not the mass immigration. You put that word immigration out there, and that's what they think. Deport Mexican.
No, it's not. I know that.
No, a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they don't watch the news. Maybe just the local news, but not the national. So they don't really know what's going on. They hear about it, you know, but you hear immigration as Hispanics, Latinos, that's what you think about. Mexicans. But man, you know, even in Midlothian, I go in Walmart and I see Latinos, but I know they ain't Mexican. I don't know where they're from. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, it's out of hand.
So let's say the ones that are not violent criminals that are here looking for a better life. How do you determine who's who?
You know, they just got to go through the process. This ain't just fucking
But we know
everybody.
that's not happening. So we know that's not happening.
Well, then
The
they just
government
don't
knows
come.
happening. That's not going to happen either.
Well, then they got to wait or get deported with their kids.
Okay, so then who's going to be doing the jobs that they do?
They'll get done. All that shit, the world's going to stop.
Who's going to pick the crops?
Whoever's picking them now.
So even the farmers are already saying that they're going to...
Well, it's their job. So we just let all these illegals in?
I'm not saying that.
They've got to figure it out. They've got to figure it out.
They got to figure it out, but the thing is that my problem is first of all, part of it is racial profiling, okay? Let's say you work in construction somewhat, right? And let's say they raid a construction site that you're on, right? And before asking you who you are, they just go and grab you. Because this has been reports, even veterans have been deported because they're not asking no questions. They're just grabbing and going. And this is true. This is true whether you want to believe it or not. The other day, one of those raids in New York, in New Jersey, I mean, they had a veteran there. He showed them his veteran ID. And they were not having, they didn't care. The thing is, when you give a government agency, especially federal government agency, so much power, it can be overpowering sometimes. And
that's what anything. That's just with your local police department.
that's what I mean. Especially a federal because they're over the state.
But at least as a local police officer, most likely you can pull up his name and find something out. With ours, they're dealing with people that have no clue who they are.
But if you're showing your ID, of course, maybe
I find that hard to
fake.
believe.
Maybe it could be fake or whatever, but at least look into it.
Yeah.
You know
And they probably did.
But later, after they detained them for no reason.
Hey, man, no matter what type of law enforcement, even in the military, there's casualties.
How would you be if they detain you, you couldn't call your family that you're going to be home late and you just don't show up for hours later?
Hey, man, I keep all my documentation, so I just pray something like that don't happen
What
to me.
documentation?
Huh?
What documentation?
My license.
What
in
about
my
somebody
car,
who-
I got my state.
What if somebody is a U.S. citizen that got naturalized? They're not going to carry their naturalization papers with them?
Why not?
Because why would you carry your form that you became a U.S. citizen with you all the time?
But you're gonna have isolated incidents. You know, I don't know anybody telling stories about getting deported by accident. Yeah, you can watch the news and see anything.
But this is local news. These are real reports. It's not. I'm not talking about TikTok news. I'm not talking about Instagram news or nothing. These are real reports.
Yeah,
From
shit's
real
gonna happen.
news
There's
stations.
There's casualties to everything.
No, you're right. But at the same time, you're still dealing with human beings, right? Even
Yeah.
war, when you go to war, there's still laws of war, the Geneva Convention, where when you get a POW or somebody from the other side, you have to treat them a certain way.
And let me make this clear. I'm not against immigration.
I'm not saying
That's
that.
not no for the
Yeah,
viewers.
yeah.
That's I'm talking about the past 4 years of what's been coming in. We don't know what's been coming in. Terrorists. You know, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a big terrorist attack here in the next few years. And how'd they get here? Cross right over the fucking border.
The guys who did 9/11 didn't come
Yeah.
that way.
Huh?
The guys who flew the airplanes to the buildings, they came in legally.
Well, things have changed where they wouldn't be able to do that now.
Who knows that if they're not?
Huh?
How can you say that they're not?
Because they don't have to. All they gotta do is walk over the border.
That's
They
not
ain't
how
gotta
it
try to
works.
do
That's not
that.
how it works. You know that that's not how it works. You just can't walk across.
These fools that are coming, you don't think they got the money that the cartel's charging to get over?
Not all of them. That's why people are drowning.
The locals. I'm talking about
Oh, you're talking about
Middle East. I'm talking about real terror. Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking.
Okay, I
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they're not coming all the way here without the money.
So then they have money to get the real documentation.
Yeah, so
So they're not paying cartels. They're doing it legit, and they're just under the radar.
they're walking over. Haitians, all kinds of. And I'm not saying Mexicans, you know, but there's got to be a process. Tell that to the parents of all these girls that have been raped, killed, kidnapped by people that have been caught by the fucking border and knew they were murderers, rapists, and were allowed to still come in and affect those.
So
And let's see.
Everybody who gets raped is from an immigrant, illegal immigrant.
No, but that one person,
Right.
you're talking about one person getting fucking deported illegally. But when you talk about raping and killing a girl, you're like, oh, it's all immigrants.
No,
Like,
that's what they're making it sound like. All the rapists and all the people
no,
doing the
of
crime.
course not.
That's what they're making it sound like.
But if that person was denied and not given another chance to come over, that one person would have never got raped by an illegal immigrant, and hopefully none.
I think the bottom line is you're not gonna stop it.
But you can control it
How?
with the way it was before 4 years ago.
It was still happening.
Not on this scale.
It was still happening. You
No,
just didn't hear
I
about
see
it.
it in
You didn't hear
Midlothian.
about it.
When I moved to Midlothian, you could go to fucking Walmart any day and get in the first 10 spots. And in the 3.5, almost 4 years that Biden has been in the office, trust me, it's not what it was 4 years ago.
I don't want to say it's just that. It's people are moving out of the city.
These are not people moving out this. Come on, JJ.
You're profiling. You're profiling.
No.
Yes.
I'm from the city. I know what city looks like, and I know what. Come on. Don't
Still,
play me.
you can't prove it.
Yeah, but I'd put my money on it. You know what I mean? I'd put my money on it.
Yeah. But
You
just
know?
like you want to move out the city. Maybe a lot of people are doing the same thing.
Yeah, but trust me, what I'm seeing is you know what I mean. It's a big difference. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm all for immigration. That's what makes the world go round. But we can't just be a country where everybody thinks they can just fucking keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Just leave your country and you know, because and that goes for Americans too. You know, not everybody's in. You shouldn't be entitled. I should be able to go to the USA when I want with my family, no matter what. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel. We don't even take care of our own people, our veterans. We got homeless people sitting out there, you know, veterans kicked out of hotels in New York. And that's the problem with New York, California. That's why everybody's leaving them. That's why they're so fucked up. Because they put illegal immigrants over their own Americans. How many hotels in New York, and research this, were filled with veterans that were pushed out for immigrants that are trash in these hotels, throwing the food that we're giving them in the fucking trash because it's not good enough for them.
I heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? So come over here and respect the country. But a lot of them, and you're talking about news, watch both news. Watch Fox News.
Yeah.
From 5 to 9 o'clock, watch Fox News and see what you see. And you're going to see the other side. You know, come over here and respect our country. A lot of them don't. They come, they feel in, well, don't let me say it. I'm not saying like a 50-50 ratio, but there's a big percentage that come over here with no plan. They just come over here. And what do? Rob, steal.
I don't think the average is that high, to be honest with you.
I don't know, man. The numbers are out there.
There's
I
also
forgot
the numbers. There's also the numbers of what they're putting into the economy.
How do you know? They're illegal. So how can their numbers be reflected in what they're putting in the economy?
Taxes.
Huh?
You don't think the companies are reporting what they're paying?
Nah.
And then there's a way for them to report it too.
Nah.
Well, okay. Then let's say the ones that are being reported, right? Let's say they're not all being reported. We're talking about $92 billion that they're putting back into the economy that they're not getting any benefits from.
They're getting the benefit of being in this
but
beautiful
they're not getting
country.
Social Security. They're not getting Medicaid or Medicare. Their kids that are born here are, but they're not. So we're talking about $92 billion a year, the ones that are being reported, right? Not including the ones that you say that are not.
But you just said, what benefits are they getting?
I'm just saying they're paying into something that they're not getting back.
They're getting to live in this beautiful country.
Right,
they were able to come illegally and have their kids to benefit from that. So no, they're benefiting greatly.
No, I'm just saying they're not getting what they're not getting the things that they're paying for. They'll never get Social Security. Where they shouldn't because they're not citizens. They're not getting these other things but they're paying into it, right?
Yeah.
And the companies that hire them, they have every right to report their earnings because they're paying payroll taxes on them, right?
Yeah.
So there's a way for somebody who is illegal to get, it's called a I-10 number or some shit like that. Instead of a Social Security number, they use that so the companies can report taxes, right?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of money for the ones that, and you're not including the ones that are not. So part of it, yes, maybe these big cities are kind of turning a blind eye or, favoring that, but maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm not saying that's why, but that could be part of it is what they're doing for the economy.
I don't know. New York, California, they're pretty fucked up right now. Everybody's leaving their states. Mm-hmm. Taxes are too high. Yeah. And what's messed up is they moving to here. But where Republican ran, they're coming somewhere that they're so against. Mm-hmm. Why? To reap our benefits.
Cost of living.
But why didn't you vote your country to do that?
Same thing.
Your state.
Same thing that's happened in Texas. It's a Republican state. No matter until the old money gets out of here or dies or whatever, it'll never turn. No matter who comes or what.
It got close last time.
Well, but it's still, like I said, until this old money dies or this old money gets out the way, Texas will always be.
And that's kind of good you say that. I never really thought about that, the old money. But the thing about Texas is it's a lot of old money.
And it'll never go
away. That money ain't never going to die.
Until that's gone.
Yeah, so.
It'll have to be where, and this is what's happening a lot. You can turn it into this, but let's say business-wise, right? When I say old money, it's like the people who develop these businesses, or let's say oil, because we're in Texas. Their kids, or whoever, they don't want to do that no more, right? So that's when it switches over. They'll sell to another a California company that's coming through, or Elon Musk type of people that are coming in to invest here and building their plants here. That's who they'll sell to because they just don't want to do it anymore. It's not what they want.
I see it a little different in Texas itself because a lot of the kids, like Jerry Jones, for instance, big people like that, their kid, just take, for instance, like Donald Trump. He's not from Texas, but a lot of, and not all of them, Republican-leaning, are not scared of hard work, and they're like, I want to follow my dad. I want to do the oil. I want to do the politics. Whereas some of the Democrats, not all of them, like you said, they're into the tick. They're more liberal. The
Yeah.
kids are spoiled, and they're used to. I can do whatever I want, or you'll get canceled. You know what I mean?
I think,
So
yeah.
they're a little bit weaker. Where why would I want to do oil when I can do this? You know?
Well, same thing. You can talk about oil. Talk about Texas ranching.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
these young kids want to run the ranch?
Shit, I know a lot of kids. What's it called? FHH, whatever. Shit, we got Stevie's homeboys on the baseball team, raising pigs. Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
raising pigs and stuff like that.
No,
to run the whole ranch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Their
business
grandpa.
there and stuff like that. Yeah, it's money, but it's not the same people that it used
But
to.
you're thinking city
No, I'm thinking.
in these small towns. Oh hell yeah,
I don't know.
yeah for sure. But before it gets too late, because we could keep going on politics, and I'm already starting to get a little heated. Nah, I'll just fuck with you. We got a package from a fan. I don't know this guy, man. It's like Stan from Eminem, man. He keeps hitting me up. Nah, I'll just fuck with you. This from the cuz Adam. But I respect your opinion,
Yeah, that's what.
and yeah, there is some fucked up shit that happens. I do agree on that.
Yeah.
But just like anything else, there's casualties. You know, you
And
got
there's two sides to everything.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Two perspectives, man. You know, so but let's check out what we got.
Let's see what we got. Yeah.
You know, when he said he was sending some posters, I was expecting something long, you know, rolled up. Even Meyer was like, what is that, a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Man, it feels like watery. You wouldn't think there's some posters in there, right?
Nuh-uh.
Hope there's the posters and you weren't sending me that other stuff. Nah, I'm just
Yeah,
messing.
nice.
So, let me see, I think I could open it. Let's see what it is. Cousin Adam, appreciate it, cuz.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Let's see what it is. Always liking, commenting. See what we got here. Oh, let's put it up here. My bad. Hey,
It's called the unboxing episode.
unboxing episode. The political unbox. We're gonna end on a
There's
good
been a lot
note.
of shit that happened this couple
Hey,
weeks. You know.
hey, but I love talking about that
yeah,
stuff.
I know you do.
You know, Trump. I just hope he lives up to all his promises. Okay, they're more like banners instead of posters.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Take
can
off-
stand up with this mic.
Take off the earphones. Oh, you can pull it up.
Here, you check one out. Let's see what we got. Shit, we got
Megadeth.
some Megadeth. Damn, that's pretty clean.
Yeah, I like that
I
one.
like that. Already. What
Oh,
you
see,
got?
that could be political right there.
Look, I look like Joe Biden and Reagan or
we
Bush.
Got Iron Maiden.
Oh hell yeah,
What's
that's
that
his
name?
type too.
Eddie the Iron Maiden.
What's his name?
I think it's Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie, cuz is Eddie, right? Yeah.
I don't know, but irons up, cuz. That's what you told me to say. So
What do you say?
irons up,
Irons up.
irons up, cuz. So we're gonna figure out where we can hang these.
Yeah, we're gonna put these up.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah.
cuz.
Appreciate it, man. Always support.
We'll get them hanged up for the next episode.
We'll get them hung. And you know, I was talking to Kathy last night. You good?
Yeah, I was checking it out.
Oh, I got it going.
Since we don't have a producer tonight.
Yeah, Stevie's not here, but I got it going.
All right.
It's right here if you need to look at it. But yeah, I was talking to Kathy yesterday.
Uh-huh.
You know, I see she commented. You know, she's one that's always throwing some comments out there. So
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate it, cuz.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, you up here on the cousin monitor right now, cause you always commenting. Some of your other cousins,
Yeah.
the two sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all need to start commenting.
Yeah, I always like Kathy and Tex. You know, they're always some that like I said, I don't keep in touch with a lot of people.
Yeah,
But I know when I run into her in text or we do something or see her somewhere, they show a lot of love. You know,
Oh,
both of
yeah.
them. Like we never stop talking or we never.
Yeah.
You know, like we just saw each other last week or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, they are. You know, they got a soft spot for us, I would say.
yeah.
You know, and they did a lot for me. I lived with them for a
Right.
while, and we keep in touch quite a bit. You know, she sends me pictures of the grandbaby, so now I'm returning.
Yeah.
Sending her pictures, and we talk quite a bit.
Yeah.
She's
It's,
cool.
it's it's me. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm bad at keeping in touch. It's
It's how
just
some
me.
people are.
It's just me. It's just me.
And actually, she commented about the hard 55 or
Oh
whatever it is.
shit, man! It's been a bitch.
And I gave her your number.
Yeah.
She said, "Give me his number. There's a book I
Yeah.
want to recommend to her."
Okay,
So,
cool.
so she might be hitting you up on
Man,
that.
I've been thinking about quitting because
Already?
I've been it's 30 days now.
Which is a hard 45?
75.
Oh, 7? Okay.
The hardest part the hardest part is the rest. Cause
Okay.
like days like today, right? I don't have got the two workouts. One outside, one inside. So what I do like days like today where I know I can't do it in the afternoon, I knock them both out in the morning. So I was outside at 5:30 in the morning, right? And after that, it's just go till I go to sleep at night. And days like that during the week too. On Tuesdays, I have appointment at lunch, so I don't do my walk at lunch on Tuesdays. So since I go to work at 6, I gotta be in the shower by 5. So that means I'm outside at 3:30 in the morning.
Damn.
So that's been the hardest part. The gallon of water, I'm getting used to it. The diet, I can handle that. The books, the book that I'm on right now is really good. So it's just the
Hey, man.
the tiredness. But I needed it. It wasn't for getting in shape. It was my mental exercise that I needed, and it's working, because the book that I'm reading now is from the author of the program. It's called Mental Toughness or some shit like that. And the part that where I was gonna quit one day, then I read this chapter, and he said you got two voices in your head. You got the boss voice, and you got the bitch voice. He said the boss voice is what's gonna tell you, you gotta do this, do this. He said, and the bitch voice is to say, you know what? Don't get up today. Don't work out. Go ahead and eat that piece of cake, or
Hey, man, this is what I look at it.
It's just one time you're gonna eat it, you know. And that's in the morning when I'm trying to roll out of bed. After that chapter, I was like, it's my bitch voice saying, don't get up. Don't get up right now. Don't get up this morning.
Hey, well, let me tell you this. I think it seems like it's working.
Yeah.
So even cutting that out, you're still working a program.
No,
Man,
no.
a program, not the hard 74,
Yeah.
but you're still working some sort of program, some
Right.
sort of, you know what I'm saying, discipline.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
I don't know. Like, I did it before when I finished that 54 days or whatever. When I fucked up, it was like, I don't know. It killed me, right? So
Well, then don't quit.
I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm not listening to my bitch voice.
Oh, don't listen to your bitch voice, man. Listen to the Acevedo voice.
The boss.
The boss voice.
But yeah, that's what's been the hard part. I told
That's
you.
cool.
Then doing all this work at the house this week.
Yeah.
Man, I was sleepy and I just didn't want to get out of bed.
Shit, I didn't feel like coming in the night.
Yeah.
I told Stevie, shit, it's all. But when I get here, it's all good.
Me too. I was
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
damn. I told Cynthia, I said, I gotta get home. Gotta record.
I wanted to watch the game, Buffalo and Kansas City.
Maybe we'll do like a special Super Bowl episode or something. We'll see what the weather's like that day.
Yeah.
We can go outside.
But
we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, work the program, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, that's
If you pass it
I
or
said
not.
that last time. My last episode, I was like, damn, I said it on the air. Like, it might come up again, and it's like, nah, I fucked up. I quit. No, but
Yeah.
I'm at
But Kathy says
30 days now.
she's done it.
Yeah.
Or text one of them
Yeah.
that it was hard. It's on the comments.
Yeah.
And she says she got a good book she's gonna recommend.
Yeah.
And, you were talking about them. One thing I always tell her is shit. Well, how the young people say relationship goes.
Yeah.
Because they done raise their kids.
Yeah.
All their kids are at the house. And they living it up, man.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to them, they're Ubering home from some brewery.
Yeah.
Keeping it responsible.
Yeah.
Took care of their kids, their grandparents, and shit. Why not?
Yeah.
I hope me and Myra get to
That's
do
what
that.
we're like getting to right now.
Yeah.
Our youngest, she's almost 13 now, so we can leave. And we were talking about Valentine's this morning, um, or earlier today, because it's on a Friday. And normally I'm off Friday afternoons, but this time we're changing the schedule around. So I was asking her, how's your day look Friday? Maybe we'll just take the day off and go
Yeah.
to brunch. But she's busy, so we're going to go out Thursday. And Bay was like, what? And I said, hey, we can go anywhere we want. Y'all just stay home. So yeah,
Right.
so that's we're getting there. We're getting there. Not
Eh,
to that extent that they got, but we're getting
No,
there.
yeah. Yeah, ours are still at home. My Stevie's 15, so that's
Yeah.
my youngest. So, I was already looking. One more year, child support. I'm like, hell yeah. So they're getting older.
Yeah, yeah.
You
They're
know,
getting older.
18 years and just down to one more year. So, yeah. But, relationship goals, shout out.
Yeah,
Kathy
for
and
sure,
Tex.
for sure. They're ones that inspirations, I guess,
Uh,
to get to for sure. That
Yep.
that's part of why when I'm around them, it kind of helps me like think.
Good vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
Positive
For sure.
vibes,
They've
lots of
probably been-
love.
They've probably been married with almost what 30-some years now. 40
Shit.
something?
I remember text from when I was born.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be 43 couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think 42, 43, one of them.
Yeah.
And as long as I can remember, even in the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even even
So
in
yeah,
the family
shout
long
out
time.
to Kathy and Tex. Love y'all.
Yeah, love you guys. So, but average week, man, full
Yeah.
of stress, lots of shit.
So going to hospital is average for you.
Well, this one wants me to talk about the hospital.
I'm just saying, like
No.
I would tell Tony to put the flashier picture in there.
Oh, hey, clickbait.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Say prayers up for Steven.
Yeah. Prayers up for one of the bros.
Let me tell you this, I'm pretty pain tolerant.
Yeah.
I got aches and pains every day. So when I felt this one, I was like, okay, maybe I'll shake it off.
Yeah.
Got to work, met the guys there, and I was like, fuck, man, this shit's really hurting. Internal, wasn't like a pull muscle. And so I was automatically thinking appendix.
Yeah, because you said it was your right side, huh?
Yeah, lower abdomen. And I'm like, that's all I need is to be on the job side. Appendix burst and everybody's around me or driving somewhere, so I said, well, it's hurting pretty fucking bad, so let me go to the hospital, ER. And, I think they made it because at first they were like, I was in a lot of pain. And they were like, what's the pain level? And they saw where I was at, that they gave me morphine. Mm-hmm. They're not just going to give you morphine. So they do the CT scan, piss test, blood test, checking. They're thinking appendicitis, kidney stones, gallstones or whatever. And I'm in pain. And I'm thinking, fuck, I'm gonna need surgery. How much work am I gonna miss?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the bed, I'm working, sending email. The nurse walks in and like, nah, motherfucker, I told you. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm working. And they come back, like, yeah, well, don't seem like nothing's wrong. If you feel good to go, we're confident that you can go. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not in excruciating pain for nothing, something. They said, well, don't look like you have any signs of appendicitis. They knew I had that surgery for my diverticulitis. Didn't see no signs of that. But some inflammation in the areas that I could have had, diverticulitis. But they didn't see no signs of anything. But they
Besides
said.
that,
Yeah. And I'm like, what a fucking waste of time.
So, I have it too, the diverticulitis. What did you eat leading up to that? What was your diet like?
Shit. I think the day before, I had a big bag of popcorn.
See, motherfucker?
But it's been like 20 years I had that surgery. And I eat popcorn all the time.
See, I didn't have surgery. but it gets inflamed sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And I know when I start eating bullshit,
Yeah.
it like if I eat like a bunch of red meat or seeds never really fucked with it. It was mostly
Yeah.
red meat.
Really?
Yeah, so that's when I started getting pains and stuff, and I'll just go to protein shakes,
Yeah.
and that cuts it, right? Um, but you're getting older, man, so you need to, watch a lot of these things.
Yeah, I do. Luckily, they said my blood pressure was low.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's pretty good. My sugar was high,
right.
like 240,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So, yeah, but you're right. Like I want to live to see my kids get married, grandkids, and shit like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah,
I think I've said it before here. I don't know, but people say, "Man, you're getting old." I'm like, well, alternative of getting old is being dead.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I hope I continue to get old, but I do need to monitor
yeah,
that shit. More often. But if I feel something like that, I'll go to the hospital.
yeah.
But not everything will give you signs like that.
No, it doesn't, and then it
You know what I
builds
mean?
up. It builds up, and um, it doesn't just get inflamed to where you that much pain overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I said what were you eating beforehand.
No, I'm just talking about in general, like cancers or
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because I say if there's a symptom there that I can't take or don't recognize, I may go.
Yeah.
But not everything's gonna give you a symptom.
No, you're right.
I'm supposed to go every 3 or 6 months because of my diabetes. But man, like I said, I ain't been like in 4 years, man.
So you just said something before that was stress. Stress causes the diverticulitis to get inflamed too.
I never heard that
Yes,
one.
yeah, it does.
Well,
So
shit, I stay stressed.
you need to figure out ways to de-stress.
Got a few ways.
Um, what do they call it? Self-care type stuff, right? And this is something that part of what I'm reading,
Yeah.
stuff like that, part of this program. I don't really do my self-care is pretty much haircuts, twice a month maybe. But I need to start looking at other things to
Like
do.
what, like massage?
I don't like massages.
Oh, I love massages.
Um,
There's a place in Bishop Arts District. I'll go get my feet.
mhm.
Yaya foot spa or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
man,
that's
I love that
self-care.
shit.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this shit that I was doing here at the house, even though it was kind of tough, that made me really relaxed.
Yeah.
Just I think finishing it, like when I finished the sink, I was like, damn, that was pretty cool.
Well, baseball's coming, so I'm always relaxed.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, now I am.
Yeah.
I'm not like now he knows what he needs to do.
Yeah, okay.
So I sit there. That's my happy place,
Okay. There
being
you
at the
go. There you
ballpark.
go.
Whether I'm stressed,
Yeah.
because I'm wanting him to do good.
I get that.
It's
Yeah.
a good stress,
Mhm.
but that's my happy place.
I get that.
Nowhere else I'd rather be than, well, a couple places, but
Yeah.
that's baseball season. I don't care. We're up 6 in the morning. Love being there.
That's good. Well, that's coming soon, so maybe that'll
Yeah,
help with
yeah,
the
yeah,
de-stress.
hopefully.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, gotta self-care. Gotta feel good.
Yeah. So let's just talk about some of that stuff later, or maybe we'll like.
Give us some ideas.
Yeah.
You know?
What does a guy do for self-care?
exactly.
Like me, I don't like massages. We tried to do the couples massage before. I just don't like it. My feet, that's nice. Sometimes it gets done,
man.
But then, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's nice to get it done, but I don't.
Sauna.
I don't see.
I've
that
never
as
done a
self-care.
sauna.
I don't see that as self-care. I guess when my walks that I've been doing is really nice.
Let me ask you this: self-care or like what would you call golfing or stress reliever?
For me,
No, I'm just saying what are you
like
looking
golf?
at? Like
I don't know. That's what I said. Like you said, what does a guy do? Is golfing?
that's what I'm saying. Would you consider that
Hoops,
self-care?
Playing basketball, or batting cages, or does it have to be something like a facial or foot massage or some shit like that?
Yeah.
What is it?
Because shit, sometimes I like mowing the yard,
Yeah.
sitting on the patio, drinking a cold one.
Like I said, the barbershop. To me, that's self care. We were bullshitting around the other day or yesterday, going in. To me, that's self care.
Because if something like that's considered self-care, fishing.
Yeah, that sounds relaxed. I don't like fishing, but
I
people
love fishing.
that talk about
Just
it
ain't got time.
relaxing. See, and you don't have time. So, what are some ideas for somebody that does have a stressful job? Sounds like um, kids at home, things like that. Somebody like me who job isn't can be stressful, but it's mostly because I'm so busy. You know, I leave one job to the business, or when the evenings I do have off, we're catching up on stuff that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
So, some ideas of self care for some people like that that have stressful jobs or they're just so busy. What do you do? You know what I mean? I'm sure people have ideas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Read a
Or
book,
yeah,
bubble bath.
I've been enjoying reading. You know what I mean?
Just something that takes you away for a minute.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
From work, life.
You know what I did? Because, like I said, when I changed the light, I had to move some stuff around and stuff, and I had all this shit in here and then the trash afterwards. It's about time. Um, I like being in here. You know, I took my time to clean up the garage because
It smelled good too. Did you mop or something?
I don't think so.
Smell
Well,
good.
there's the wood over there. I don't know if it's the wood that's in here or what, but
Well, shout out to JJ. He cleaned up. Looks
yeah,
good in
I had to
here.
do something in here because you know we got new lights and it was a forced clean. But you know all that stuff too. I got to go through that. You know, and there's probably shit in there that we don't need no
Maybe
more.
we can buy some magnets, put them
Yeah,
up.
we'll put them up this week. If not
Just,
back here, we'll put them up here. And then if y'all got something else, we'll put it up. You know, you want to send something
yeah.
to us.
Irons up, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So we really appreciate it,
Yeah,
man,
for
for
sure.
real.
Yeah, but appreciate
Appreciate the love.
everybody that's watching. Um, if you are watching, subscribe, share it, let other people know. Um, I think this episode was pretty good. We had a little debate,
Yeah, yeah.
talked about stuff, and you know, I was pretty busy this week, so I didn't post nothing. But I'm gonna try to get some more posts up, shorts or TikToks or whatever. Um, we'll start getting on that some more.
Already.
And think of other things we can do. We'll see. I know we record on Sundays and Super Bowl's in a couple weeks. We'll see what we do. I don't know if you have plans already or not, but I really don't.
Nah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't. I watch it, but I'm not Super Bowl party
Yeah.
type of guy.
Yeah.
They did on Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
But shit, I gotta work the next day. You know what I mean? And I'm old, man.
Yeah,
It takes me a minute to get ready for Monday.
Shit, tell me about it. That, like I said, getting up that early in the morning that I have been, that's why I said, man, I want to quit this shit already. 'Cause I'm like these last couple of days, I've been in that grumpy, tired mood. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to project that to the kids or the customers at the store or anything. I was trying to prevent that, you know,
Yeah.
or coming home and, you know, being in a bad mood and everybody's kind of happy and, you know, I don't want to do that. So that's where my mind was like, if you're that tired, maybe you should stop. But then that's my bitch voice. Then I got to do the boss voice and said, you know what? You're going to be tired anyways, motherfucker. You work a lot. Be tired and you already knocked out 2 workouts and a gallon of water. And read this damn book already. Come on. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: when you read, do you read silent?
Yeah.
See, I gotta read out loud.
I can see that, you know, maybe if I did read out loud, because sometimes I have to go back sometimes.
If I read silent,
Uh-huh.
flip the page, don't
Yeah.
remember shit I
I can
fucking
see
wrote.
that. I can see that happening because, like I said, there's some parts where I'll keep, maybe I zone out a little bit and I'll
Yeah.
keep reading, but then I'm like, what the fuck did I just read? I'll go back
Yeah.
and reread because it relates to whatever I'm reading now.
What about audiobook?
I don't know if that's part of the program or not.
Oh, because I guess you're not reading.
Yeah,
But, fuck
yeah.
it.
So all of it is a mental exercise, and I think that's what I needed. Like, and it's helping. It's helping.
Self-care.
Yeah. That could be part of the self care. It's
Just-
a punishment of self care if I wouldn't have one, but
Punishment.
fuck. But it's becoming routine now.
Yeah.
You know, once I get out of bed, then it's all good. But it's just
Yeah. Getting out.
getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Like fuck, it's 3 in the morning. Here goes my alarm. Like shit. But
Right.
you know, like I think I said, the first book I read was Atomic Habits, and that's those little things that I learned from that book is what got me to having my stuff ready in the morning that I know I'm getting up early.
Yeah.
Or, you know, getting everything organized so I can just pop out of bed, get dressed, and go. Versus getting up I gotta go look for my clothes. If I gotta do that, I'm going back in bed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Hey, some people need a little bit of structure.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm kind of the same way. You know, I got my
Routine.
how I do things every morning.
Routine.
You know, like the other day, with my fucking hat, my shades. So I go to fucking work with my hat, without my hat and shades. I'm like fuck. All because she put it somewhere else.
No, yeah, I can see that.
Well,
Yeah.
all because she put it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I tell her, what the fuck? Oh, I just put it where it belongs.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but you know, she knows. But yeah, so I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah, we do that. That's
You
just
know,
natural.
You gotta have some structure.
Yeah.
You know, and with a bunch of kids, crazy lives, somebody's gotta be structured.
For sure, yeah. You can't just go day to day without it, especially, the things that we do on a day to day. So
Yeah, so. But other than that, man, you know, it was a long 2 weeks. I'm glad to get back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it'll be up next time.
Yeah, we'll put it up somewhere up here. If not,
It took
on the door.
almost 3 fucking weeks just because of the Arctic Blast
Nah, I don't know.
2025.
Let's see the date on this thing.
Look when it.
Let's see. January 7th.
Oh, what are we?
This almost the end of the month. Damn. So the Arctic Blast.
20 days, 3 weeks.
Damn.
All because of 2 days that were cold. It was cold 2 days.
Hey, did you see the videos like in New Orleans and in Florida with the snow? They don't know how to act either. Motherfuckers were going down the steps, boom, 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 down the steps because it was slippery because they don't know about that shit.
You know, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, it was cold.
Yeah.
Fucking email from the school. We're monitoring the weather situation. Motherfucker's cold. My son going to school tomorrow.
But did you see what happened in Florida and New Orleans, the Gulf Coast?
Nah.
It snowed on the beaches and everything. You see, when you talk about changing the name of Gulf of Mexico, see what happens? Anyways.
Gulf America, Trump, 2025, shit gonna get better.
That's the
Gulf
episode.
of America.
That's the episode before we get started again. Appreciate everybody.
Hey, real quick.
What?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
But we're talking about that immigrant shit.
Yeah.
Next door to the barbershop, I got pictures. They were having a meeting.
Yeah.
And I meant to say it, but we forgot. Big old support for immigrant families. Let's go against Donald Trump. You know, so it is a big movement. It is something big going on in the world.
It is, yeah.
Give your thoughts on it.
There was a protest in West Dallas today.
As you can see, we have different perspectives.
Yeah.
I'm not against illegal immigration. Let's just gotta figure out a way to not let so many get by. Like you said, it's gonna happen.
There's no way to stop it.
There's no way to stop it. Just like drugs, there's no way to stop it. But at least if we catch 1 or 2 or 3, it's worth it. We'll catch more than that.
I think the protests and stuff and what you saw is they don't want to break up families. At the end of the day, like I said, if you get caught up at a job site or something and you get hemmed up for 3 hours, your family don't know where you're at, right? And then people get worried. Imagine not coming home.
And at the end of the day, because we do need to close out, at the end of the day, me and I know Trump is not targeting those people. That's not what the main objective is. There's just casualties of war. They don't know who you are because you're not documented.
Right.
So if a guy on my crew gets end up for 3 hours, he's got co-workers and me that'll call his wife and let him know. And that should be pretty much across the board. But anyways, we'll see what the changes on immigration is.
Yeah.
Next podcast.
We'll see what happens. And again, subscribe, like, share. I'll try to post some things up this week.
All that.
And we need to we'll do our best to make it more. But shit happens, Steven was in the hospital. I was doing.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Give the guy a fucking break.
So yeah, we'll be back next week for another one. We'll post this by Thursday. Everybody, appreciate everybody watching. Again, thanks to the cousin Adam for hooking that up. Thanks for all the support and the comments. And we'll see y'all soon.
Salute.